So here's a follow-up on the John Deere 310. In my last video I had mentioned that, well, I wrote in the description that one day I was working for it in the fall. It was running beautifully and I was spreading some gravel on the driveway, and just as I went to drive down the driveway, back it up into its parking spot, it started losing power. By the time I got into the parking spot, it just stalled, and it kind of has a habit of dying out after it's done with work when it bursts that coolant line. We were out on the road having helped a neighbor push down a tree, and the coolant line burst, and we had to have the neighbor use their tractor to tow it home. And then that's when I replaced that coolant line. It's that one right there, right above the block heater with the 90-degree elbow in it. And like I said, replaced the exhaust stack and the muffler up there. And there's a closer up of the 2 bolts I was talking about on top of the manifold. One there, and then another one back there. You can't quite see it, but it was an easy job. And the reason that it lost power and died was the injector pump. So here's a nice new pump, and a guy I know I took a class with is a former diesel mechanic, so he came over and helped us swap out the units. Before that, while he was troubleshooting, he replaced the leaking injector nozzle. We replaced the air filter and the fuel filter, and the injector no longer leaks. It runs beautifully now, and it is 33 degrees outside today, and honestly, I have no idea if it's going to start on its own. We might have to plug in the block heater, but since it has that nice new pump, good strong battery from last year, we'll see what happens if I can get myself in. And we have the floor apart because one of the hydraulic hoses for the loader right back there is leaking a bit, and we need to get that dealt with so that we can plow. And Fergie over there has one flat tire, so right now we really don't have any tractors that we can use to plow with. We could use this one, but we risk that hydraulic line bursting in the middle of the road or something, and that just wouldn't be convenient. So let's see what happens. I want to start this anyway. It hasn't been running in several weeks. It'll be good to get some fluids moving and charge up the battery. Let's see, we're in park. Maybe that has to come out of gear. Nope. We didn't disconnect the battery. Maybe it wants to be in neutral. Nope. He's not very happy. He's trying. I don't want to run the battery down. I'll give it maybe one more attempt. Nice. 33 degrees.